What's going on, everybody? Couch Surfing Podcast, Season 3, Episode 11. Welcome back. We got big news. Big news. I know I've been saying it for a while. Now, this isn't official yet, but I got something else. We are almost at 1 year. Wait, I sent it to you. We are almost at 1 year. We are 2 weeks out. We started from 1 year. We started 2 years. Sorry. Well, technically, I don't know, kind of 3. You can think about it because it was. Well, no, 2021. We're in 2022. You're right. So that'd be 3, right? Yeah. No, 2. Yeah. Anywho, April 22nd, 2021. That was the first episode that we recorded. Is what it said. Yeah. Oh, that's the day that we recorded. Not posted.
The day that we recorded.
Our first day of recording was that day.
Okay.
So that's in 2 weeks. So
Dang.
2 year special.
2 years.
I'm guessing we did this is season 3 because we're in the third year, calendar year.
Yeah, that's
2021 season 1, 2022 was season 2, and now we're in 2023, so that's season 3. I think that's why we did it.
Yeah.
God, I'm a genius. Fucking amazing. But yeah. So, crazy stuff there. Can't believe it's been that long. I would listen to, a little bit of the beginning of the podcast, and just like the intro. And I think I just said, how do we start this shit? What did I say? Hey, everyone. It's all you hear. And then I just pause and I go, I don't know what I'm doing. And then you started throwing out all these ideas.
Oh, really?
I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
So that was funny to do.
I was thinking about something like that the other day. I was like, it's funny, we'll post these, and then I'll never watch them again.
No. Not yet.
Not yet.
But in 50 years.
But isn't that funny?
Yeah. No. Well, it's when I retire, people ask, what are you going to do when you retire? I'm just going to listen to our podcast over and over again.
You're going to be like, I was so dumb.
I'm going to binge our podcast. That's all I'm going to do.
That's so funny.
And it's going to be great. Oh. And our co-host, special guest, is still here, still kicking.
She's
not having a good day, Ashlyn. She's got the zoomies. But yeah, so crazy stuff. Talking about crazy stuff, I got a crazy story for you. Not about me, but something that just happened to my brother. Now, I wish we could get him on the show. He's too far away, and I don't know if we could do it over the phone. I don't think it's going to come in too clear. But
your brother is viral.
He's crazy. He's a wild man. But I get a text in the family group text on Saturday or Sunday. I guess it was Sunday. Of him front row at 50 Cent concert. Concert in a club type of thing. Not like a concert amphitheater.
I guess.
He's at the club.
He's at the club.
And he's front row. Literally no one's in front of him. He's touching the stage. I'm talking about like a me to you type of distance. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he tells this whole story. I'm gonna butcher it, obviously. But Carrington and Monty have American Express card. They pay for that or something, and you get a 1 night free stay at really any of the hotels that they're with, and it could be 5-star. So they go and stay at the Wynn Hotel, some bougie ass hotel in Boston, area where they live. They're just let's just go stay the weekend there. We'll get the hotel room, eat there, have drinks, go to the spa, kind of a little mini getaway vacation, for us. So they do that. They get there. Carrington goes to the spa. Monty stays in his room because he's studying for law school stuff. He's got tests all the time. So Monty stays in the room. He's studying. Carrington goes down to the spa, gets a massage, goes to the hot tub. He's chilling in the hot tub by himself. Maybe one other person or something. But he's there. He's relaxing. He's been there for a minute. And then these 2 guys come in. to the hot tub. Two big guys, and it's 50 Cent and another guy.
And
like
his security.
Or like his friend or something like that.
You.
Yeah. They're all big. But Karen doesn't say anything, But it's small. It's a hot tub, so it's not big. So, and I think there's someone already in there. So if he sits next to him, he just goes like, Karen's like, "What's going on?" 50 says, "Hey," and stuff. Like they're all talking, and Karen is. I think Karen. I'm pretty sure Karen knew that's 50 Cent. Next to him, but smart man as he is, I don't know who the fuck this guy is next to me. We're gonna play it like that. So just chit chats with them or something. Somehow it starts off. They're talking and introduce themselves. He says, "My name's Carrington. What's your name?" He says his name is Craig or something, or whatever his real name is. What's his real name?
I have no idea.
Do you know his real name is?
Nope.
You big fan of 50?
I have an idea of what he looks like and might be able to recognize him if I was sitting in a hot tub with him.
It's Curtis. Curtis Jackson the Third. But yeah, so he. Yeah. So he says that, and Karen's like, "Oh, nice, low profile, not saying your stage name." But they're chatting, and Fiddy starts getting kind of real, with him, just what do you do for work? Karen says everything that he does. They start talking about what does he do? He says he's a performer, entertainer. Karen's like, cool. It doesn't expand too much on that. And they just chit chat normal conversation, day to day stuff. Where are you from? Why are you here? Type of stuff. And he saw that Carrington. He said, "Oh, I see you're married," because because he's engaged, but obviously to another man, so there's no wedding ring type of it's just a gold band.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, you're married. What are you and your wife doing here?" He's like, "Oh, well, no, we're here because we wanted a little getaway. We live in this area. I'm not married. It's just my partner. We get married next year." Is what he says, and he's like, "Oh, my bad. All good." And then I think they talk a little bit more. Karen's like, "All right, I'm gonna leave. I'll see you later." He gets out. He goes to the locker room. He starts changing, and 5 minutes later or so, 50 comes into the locker room, and the other guy too, because they're done, and his locker's right next to Carrington's. Karen says they chit chat a little bit more, joking. They're next to each other, can't get away from each other or something. 50 opens up his locker. Apparently, he's got $100,000 in cash in his locker.
I don't believe it.
Why?
Because
why the fuck not? So he's got that money, and Karen's I don't know if Karen said anything about that, but they start talking finance wise. I think he does in the money or something, and they start talking about finance and Karen's financial plans and his goals and what he thinks about the market and investing, because Karen's pretty involved in that. He's very knowledgeable on it. Mm-hmm. So 50 starts speaking his mind and stuff like that, and they're going back and forth 15 minutes, and he's like, "Hey man, what was your name again?" And he's like, "Oh, it's Carrington." He's like, "Well, cool. Listen, I'm gonna put your name and your partner on the list tonight for the show for VIP." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, don't you worry, I got it." Fucking gets VIP into the show.
Where was it at?
The Wynn Hotel.
Oh,
It was
so
at the hotel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was at the hotel. It may have been somewhere else, but it was there. And this is the video. This guy's killing it right now. I don't know why he's. There you go. He's got a panel, so that's where it's at. It's a club, but not a concert, place and stuff. But this guy doing the ad lib where I'm shut up. But yeah, So you fucking had 50 and then get the free concert. There's like $400 tickets. So you save like $800 for that to go see 50 and get to meet them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Carrington is a cool.
Never once said like, oh, like, I know you. Yeah, you're 50. It was like, oh, cool, man. Like, you're an entertainer, rapper. Right on. Cool.
Nice.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, but it's just funny, like, thinking about, like, I wonder, I bet, and this just goes now getting to, like, just famous people. I bet famous people at some point, like that type of thing. Of,
absolutely.
Of just, like, not being recognized, no recognition. Like, it's kind of like a fresh slate type of thing. You can be who you want with this person. They don't already know you have already whatever it's called, like, ideas about who you are and, like, stuff like that. It reminds me of a time video of a lady on the subway with, I think it was in New York, Chicago, or something like that, with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was taking the subway to his own concert. He just wanted to. He was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And he sits next to, like, a 65-year-old lady in the hand, or chit-chatting, talking about life. She has no idea who he is. He's like, my name's Jay-Z. She's like, oh, cool. My name's Mary. Like,
nice.
What do you do for a living? He's like, oh, I'm an entertainer. I'm a rapper. She goes, oh, like, nice. Like, is that a pretty good career? And he's like, yeah, it's pretty good. He's like, you should. Like, it's just, like, so funny. I remember seeing that video. I was, like, dying laughing. Like, that lady's next to, like, an actual billionaire.
Yeah.
But I remember reading, it reminds me too of Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights book, when he talks about, because he used to, in the book it talks about Matthew McConaughey it was in between kind of careers of, like, that acting, like, from one movie to another. I think he took, like, a little bit of, like, a lull, but he bought a Airstream, like, RV thing, and he wasn't married or anything. I don't think he had kids yet. Maybe he did, but he literally just would go from set to set, whether if that's literally from Georgia to California, he would drive and live in his Airstream. So if it's got 2 months to the next set, he will take 2 months to drive across the country in his Airstream and stop at all the places, him and his dog.
Yeah.
And he would, and if he had a meeting with, like, a manager, he would just get the manager to fly out to the nearest airport he was, pick him up, drive him to the next, like, airport, like, 2 hours away, and then drop him off at the airport, and they'd fly home, and he'd keep going.
That's funny.
But he talked about, like, stopping in towns that's, like, 500 people, and going to the town bar. There's, like, 30 people there, and they don't have a movie theater. They don't know anything. Yeah. They come. He comes in, and maybe one person, like, recognizes him, but no one really does. Bartender treats him like normal. Everyone there sits in, like, some people give him mean looks because they don't know who he is or something, or people come up asking who he is, and he can say whatever he wants, type of something. But I wonder if actors like that feeling of.
I would say almost definitely, especially the ones who have been in
at
the
some
game
point,
the longest.
yeah, they've been like, yeah.
Like, for example, like, I'm sure that, like, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like, are, like, tired of all these people. I mean, like,
everywhere you go.
Yeah, no, like, they almost literally can't go anywhere. I mean, no, maybe an older.
No, but they're, like, international now.
Yeah.
And stuff. So,
but, like,
save for Mr. Beast.
Some of these people, they can't go anywhere to not be noticed, and it is like, I was thinking about that.
You are giving up the, I guess I don't know if you call it privacy,
basically,
but, like, the incognito mode of your life, like, be able just to go into a restaurant or, like, literally McDonald's if you want that and sit down or something with no one's talking to you, no one's looking at you, no one's taking photos.
I mean, it's like, I don't think that this is a great example, but, like, if you showed up to Norfolk Christian, like, a lot of people are going to notice. Like, you almost can't go there without somebody being like, yeah. Imagine that everywhere you go.
Yeah, everywhere I go. I mean, sometimes it does feel like that when I'm within Cabell. I feel like every single fucking place we go to is just, we run into someone at the grocery store or something like that. Like, especially out in Suffolk, oh my God.
There's people like that.
I know everyone in this fucking town.
In towns that basically everyone knows everybody. Yeah. Like, that's why some people are like, I need to leave town because they can't get away from everybody.
Everyone knows everything about me and stuff, yeah.
So it's like that same idea, just on, like, a much bigger.
Literally insane scale.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
So I'm sure he was like, oh, finally someone just treating me like a person.
Yeah, just yeah, and that's the thing. I think
I'm just another
because
guy.
you got to think. I mean, when you're that famous, like, you're rarely ever treated normal.
Yeah, somebody wants something from you.
Yeah, or it's not someone wants something from you. They're just gonna restaurants are gonna treat you better, you know, because you're an A-list celebrity, so like they gotta put you at the best spot, like take a photo of or something like that. You know, they're gonna treat you right, which sucks because why don't you do it to everyone? But whatever, that's morality stuff. So, but yeah, I think that'd be just really cool to. Yeah, being like super famous like that, and then you go in and like you don't know anyone.
I think it's the best
no
thing to
cares.
do, even if, let's say, Carrington was the biggest 50 Cent fan in the world. Like, it would be better to just
instead of, oh my god, you're 50 Cent, I fucking know you.
Yeah,
like, yeah. Instead of just freaking out, like or you just play. It's either you do I don't know you at all, or if you're 50, he gets in, you're like, what's up, 50? And then you go back to doing your own thing. Like, you just say, hey, you act like it's nothing. Like you let them know, I know who you are, but it's alright.
It's alright.
It's alright, man. You do you.
You do you.
That's like, reminds me Dr. Disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Gamer, did you ever watch him at all?
Not really, but like I sort of.
I don't know if he was big when you were on Fortnite still playing.
He was trying to be.
Okay, because he's like massive now. Like, he's really big and popular. Like, he's blowing the fuck up. But because what he does now, he like has a fake account that he games on and does a voice filter on it. It's like no one can recognize him or any stuff like that, but he'll like post it of like he'll be playing, he'll join a team, and like someone will be like, oh my god, like I know who's playing with us, and they're like, what do you mean, who's playing with us? And they'll be like, nah, like I can't say, he's trying to be low key. Like, I can tell he's on his fake account. He's using a voice thing. And Dr. Sparrow's like, what do you mean? Who's this guy you're talking about? Like, and he's like, oh, my God. Like, I'm the biggest fan, man. Like, but don't worry. Like we'll get this dub. I ain't going to say nothing. Like, I don't need anything from you. And, like, he's like, he, like, turns up the voice right there. He's like, hey, man, I respect that. Thank you. Like, well, that's cool.
That's funny.
But, yeah, famous people, that's got to be weird. No matter, like, airplanes. I mean, I feel like that's why once you reach a certain status, that's why you're on, like, the private jets and you're in limousines, you know, like, you're always by yourself or, like, with the entourage.
I wonder if, like, 50 Cent is sort of, like, to a point where, like, people don't freak out as much. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm sure they don't go crazy.
People.
I'm sure they don't go crazy, but I'm sure people like still like yell at him, like, "Hey, yo, 50, what up?" And then like it's just like stuff like that. You know, he's not like a boy band.
Yeah.
You know, where there's girls, and I think the difference is his demographic is not teenage girls.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Where you get like the teen 20-year-old like celebrity like guys, all the girls are just like screaming, like a Justin Bieber type of thing when he was back in the day.
Yeah.
And people going crazy.
I wonder.
So,
I'll have to talk to Carrington. I wonder if they talked about business, because 50 Cent's like really big into business now. I feel like
it says 50 Cent is net worth about $40 million.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it's saying right now. 40 million vanillis. Not too bad. He's earned $250 million throughout his career.
Dang.
That's pretty good. So, 40 mil.
It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep.
Maybe Carrington could have got a little bit of the 100,000 from him, maybe.
What can I do for a piece of that pie?
Yeah, I know. So, I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting. That's awesome.
Funny story. Maybe next time he comes in town, I'll get him to tell it again. Better. Maybe I fluffed it. Maybe I deflated it. Who knows? Maybe I'm missing some details.
It's funny because...
He won't listen to this.
Definitely not. Sarah's friends put that TikTok that made him go viral with the goose.
Oh, yeah.
In like a group chat and like, how funny is this? And Sarah's like, that's like Benton's brother. And they're like, what? Like, no, it's like Jamie and that.
Yeah, it's definitely like a million something. That's the other thing. My brother has also gone viral on Instagram Reels, because he didn't have a TikTok.
I gotcha.
So I guess someone posted on TikTok for him, or maybe he made an account or something to post it. But he posted something on Instagram Reels. He was getting in Boston. They have freaking turkeys roaming around the streets. It's like a common thing, I guess, in Cambridge. Mm. And was getting chased by a turkey on the way like to dinner, and he kept turning around like yelling like stop and like kicking like back up like, and then it would talk back to him. He'd keep walking, and then it would come back and chase him. He was like stop.
Yeah.
He went viral. He got over like $1 million something for that.
Yeah. So like
he's wasted his 15 minutes of fame on that. I still got mine. That's why we do hour-long episodes. That's right. 15 minutes, more like an hour.
But yeah, so they saw that and they were sharing that around, and because apparently Sarah said like it went viral, but then like went away, and then now it's like having a resurface.
Yeah, he comes back a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if it pops back up in like Thanksgiving time for turkeys or something.
Yeah.
Have you ever met someone famous? Or what's the most like famous person that you've ever met? If you had to think of someone.
I didn't even meet him, and I don't know if this is the most famous, but like when Michael Vick was at Dre Bly.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But I don't even think I really. I mean, I don't think I even said we even said anything to him, because it was like he was on the football field with like a lot of the football players.
That's the most famous person you've seen.
Yeah, I guess.
But you've been in a close proximity with.
I drove past the Cavalier when
Kanye and all them.
Yeah, and all them were there, but definitely didn't see him.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think I've really been around anybody too famous. Hopefully, I'm not disrespecting somebody famous that I know.
I know. I'm trying to. You ever seen Brett Barley? He's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen Brett Barley.
He's famous in his own communities.
I haven't really talked to him though. My dad talked to him.
Yeah, I know. He's on the vlog.
Yeah, I was like.
I told someone about that like a couple of days ago.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, dude. Someone came up to, who was it? Fuck, I don't know who. Someone was talking to me about. Oh, it was Josiah.
Okay.
Josiah sent me the surf line, like surf video.
Yeah.
He's like, Brett Barley's so awesome. Oh yeah, he has like Todd's met him.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like in one of his vlogs. He said, hey man, like love the stuff.
Yeah, Andy saw Ben Gravy and Beefs TV and Kalani Robb at 4th Street in Virginia Beach.
Really? When were they here?
Yeah. I could pull up the picture on my
4th
phone.
Street?
Yeah, they were doing like the sometimes they do that soft top like spin the wheel contest. Yeah. It's a Surf's Up contest, I think, or whatever.
That makes sense.
Not Surf's Up, but what are those soft top boards?
The foam boards.
Yeah.
You talking about the beater boards and stuff like that? Yeah, it's Catch Surf.
Yeah, there you go. Catch Surf.
Yeah.
Calling it Surf's Up.
Yeah, whatever. It's
but yeah, movie. Catch Surf. So
yeah, I think
that's why they were there.
I think for me the most famous is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And I was pissed when I met him. I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, but quick recap. Maybe for the 4th time I've told this story on the podcast. But I met Shaquille O'Neal when I was 10 years old down in Amelia Island, Florida, at a peanut convention. Because he was part of, like, Feed the Hungry, or, like, you know, Feed the Kids type of campaign. And I was, like, 10 years old. I didn't fucking know him. I never grew up watching sports, so it's not my fault, Mom. But she came and got me from the pool to meet Shaquille O'Neal. I did not want to get out of the pool. I was having a great time with my friends. She's like, get your ass out to meet Shaquille O'Neal. I was like, no. Sorry, yelling. I was just being a bitch. Like, I was such a bitch as a kid, too. Good God. But I was like, fine, did it. Got to put gym shorts on, whatever, put a t-shirt on, got in line, took a picture with him, and I am just frowning, pissed off. Did not want to be there, and then left.
That's so funny.
So mad, so angry. Like, oh my God, Benton, you were stupid, man. I'll see if I can find it and show it to you. But yeah, I wasn't a good lad.
I think I'm the most famous person I've ever met.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, I don't know when this would have been, if I'll be able to find a photo for you or not. And Cal will probably send it to me like a while ago. But, yeah, Shaquille O'Neal is pretty good. And then I did walk by, like shoulder to shoulder, in the D.C. airport with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I remember that. I think you told that.
That motherfucker was tall.
Isn't he like 6'4", 6'6"?
He was tall. He was like 6'6". He was tall, but like also like kind of like built, like like not as like. Cause I guess the camera frame, I feel like he looks like a twig, but he's like not that much. I'm like, damn, that's a big motherfucker right there. So yeah, met him, or didn't meet him, but I went by him. It was cool. I got high as soon as I went by him. I was like, whoa. But yeah, so. Switching gears to something extra crazy and wild. Get your thoughts on this. Would be Florida. That sent something to you, or just a...
Yeah.
So Florida, and you know me, I love doing my research and looking at stuff and spitting the facts out. Not really, because I actually just know nothing. I see one TikTok, and
it's gotta be true.
It's gotta be true, but. Yesterday, Florida passed a law that gun law for concealed carry, that you do not have to have a permit anymore for concealed carry. Anyway, you can now just conceal your gun, whatever you want to do. No permit, nothing like that is required. So. Yeah, it says, so the new law signed by Governor on yesterday, allows a person to carry a gun without a permit or training in Florida. Nice. The law also allows concealed guns and does not allow a person to openly carry a gun in public. Oh, so they're changing the... Interesting, isn't that like a Constitution one? Being able to publicly have a gun out?
I mean, realistically,
I don't know, but
I think that it's all
Yeah.
Constitution, like whether you want to hide it.
It comes in effect on July 1st, but people are like going
of this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
People going buck wild about it.
Both ways.
Yeah, I think both ways. Yeah, because it's Florida. But well, now anyone can just have a gun concealed. I'm like, people were already having their guns concealed, whether if they had a permit or not.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, it's.
I was like, I feel like there's bigger issues to stand on with gun laws than like this one that just passed.
Yeah.
But, like this one is not like this one's not a big one. There's other ones within the category that probably need to be discussed.
It's funny though because like there's a map and I don't maybe we've talked about it before, but it's like a really good map. It changes. It's each state. And it changes colors based on 4 different strictness of gun laws. So like you just said, no permit necessary. I think it's like shall issue permit, which is basically
what we have, right?
I think so. If you apply and you meet whatever standards, then you get it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I have.
There's a I forget what the other I forget what the last one is, but then there's like a maybe it's like a possibility that they'll give it to you or not.
Yeah, it's
and then like a shall not issue.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of something like that. But anyway, if you look at this map, it's like states used to be much more strict on gun laws than they are now, and people think just because things like, I don't know, bump stocks get banned and automatic guns get banned and this and that. Like, yeah, those are all other topics that can be talked about. But the gun laws themselves for actually being able to carry without any government intervention are loosening actually pretty quickly. And I think it's really because, sort of what we just said, it's like, when people really want to push this stuff to the Supreme Court, like, there really isn't, like, whether that's the Supreme Court at your state or the Supreme Court of the United States, like, it is constitutional to carry a gun.
Yeah.
In the majority of cases. So, but it's interesting because, I mean, it's like, I think it's funny when people get all bent out of shape sometimes, because it's like, there's 50 states and they can all make their own decisions, and you can move to any single one of them, and if you agree with it and you want to go live in that state, like, move right along, go live there.
What if
that's what you value the most?
What if we split, unite? What if we were just the 50 states? Not United States, we were just the states.
I mean...
And then every state had their own...
You know, I think that...
we keep the currency the same.
I don't think that would work. I don't think that's possible. Like,
the currency would...
You have to...
issue your own currency.
Well, I mean, otherwise, the way I see it is like whoever controls the currency controls all the states, and if all the states are using that same currency, then they're just part of the feds are still going to be making the money, I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, that's sort of, it's not to that extreme. Like, I don't think that anybody wants it to be like the divided states, but like, it really is supposed to be left up to the states to make a lot of decisions on their own. And if you don't like it or like whatever, you can move to different states. Or if enough states say that, you know, this is an issue that we want to ratify into the Constitution, then you have to have 2/3. But it's just like, obviously not all states are going to agree on everything. But like, for example, like Virginia Beach itself has like, I don't know, 1,000 police officers.
Probably.
Maybe a little less now. But the point being is like, I mean, we're just a city and we have like 1,000 people on our, what I'll call, citywide military force.
Yeah, I guess you can say. I mean, so it says Virginia Police Department. I don't know when this was last updated. We had 828.
So 828 officers.
Like I said, don't know when that was updated. Last.
But I mean, to me, that's a standing army. Like.
Yeah, and then we also have like
state.
Like how many fucking people also just here in the military?
Oh yeah,
100,000.
This area is just like,
we actually do have a military here.
We have there's so many guns in this area, and I mean, there have been bad things that happen, but for the most part, for the amount of guns that are in this area, it is fairly peaceful.
Yeah. I don't know. But I just thought it was interesting that they were doing that.
I think more states are going to have to do that.
That you don't have concealed, or there's no permit to have concealed weapon. But like I said, people are already concealing without a permit anyway.
That's the thing. It's like if there's a permit in place, the people who are not going to break the law are going to go get it. And that's
I
fine.
did it.
But if you're going to break the law, you don't care whether there's a requirement for a permit or not. Yeah. And like, I don't know. That just makes sense to me. I don't know if some people would say that's a bad argument, but it just makes sense.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. One that I saw on the news. I was like, huh, did not see that one coming. That was...
In Florida? I don't know. I feel like...
Dude, Florida's wild.
I feel like we could have seen that coming. So is that DeSantis then, the governor that?
I guess whoever their person is. whoever it would be. But yeah, motherfucker gonna be out there, just hiding their guns. It's cool. Danny Duncan lives out there, so there's like Ross Creation guy that I like.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do anything funny about that if that passes. Knowing them, there's pranksters. But yeah, any updates? Anything? I saw you water in the yard or the back, wherever. It'll be real like a day or two ago, maybe on Sunday.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I harvested all those radishes.
That's right.
I forgot to bring them.
Damn it!
I know.
Do you think
maybe I'll remember tomorrow?
Do you think pickled radishes, like a thin slice? Pickled radishes, you think that's a thing?
I think so. Sarah was saying something right before I left about it's because she won't eat them. So she's like, well, maybe if you pickled them, I would try them.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, dude. This is such a normal thing. Pickled radish.
It's probably easy too.
Big Korean dish, or it's like a big Korean recipe type of thing. I just need to buy. You ever pickled something before?
No, not really.
I feel like I would put these thin slice. I slap them on the mandolin.
Mm-hmm.
Thin slice it, pickle them, and then I feel like you could use it as a garnish on like a decorative thing for like tacos, salads, things like that. I bet you would look good on.
Yeah.
Especially the pickle.
So yeah, I harvested like probably 50 or so radishes, and then planted more and got kale going. And
when do you think your next harvest what's the next thing you're going to be harvesting?
I pick some kale off, like small leaves, pretty much every day and just eat it out in the yard. But like those radishes that I just replanted should be ready in like 30 days.
Nice.
Radishes go really quick.
Yeah, I was surprised that when you said just harvested them. I was like, damn, that was kind of quick.
Yeah, so they go really quick. But then down in Knott's Island, got everything's still going well. A bunch of beets have been popping up, which has been good. Carrots look like they're starting to pop up, which has been good. I haven't seen any beans or the peas pop up yet, but we just planted those like less than a week ago.
Did you use the cedar that you bought? Did you use that
for the carrots, beets?
So it worked well.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it worked well. It worked. The planting of the seeds worked fine. It was just more so I think about keeping the seed beds moist. Is why the carrots might not have done as, which they're coming up. I mean, they might not be all for naught, but we were worried for a little bit. We were like, oh my gosh, I don't know if any of them are gonna make it, because like apparently carrots are supposed to be tough to germinate. They're supposed to stay pretty moist the entire time.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about that.
Yeah, so. But it's working out, and then the beets look like there's a bunch of them. We're probably going to need to thin some, and then onions and leeks.
What's thinning?
So, like, I think when I was seeding them, I did it so that it would drop a seed every inch.
Yeah.
For beets, you probably want something closer to, like, 2 to 2.5 inches. So, you have to go through and, like, just pinch or pull out. Usually, you don't want to pull them out, because if they're too close to another one, you'll pull both of them out.
Yeah.
But you can just pinch one so that there's like one every 2 inches.
Got it.
So, but I think I have to double check. I think Colson planted something else maybe on this weekend, Sunday, because I wasn't there. But yeah, I planted more radish in my backyard. I planted some beets. I planted bunching onions, but those haven't started to pop up yet, but those take like 10 to 14 days.
Damn.
And then I planted a flower mix back there too, and then I planted 3 autoflowers, which I think they're gonna be okay, but they already started to flower. I started them in small pots and then transplanted them out, but they already started to flower when they were like this big, so
nice.
They're gonna be small. But,
okay.
But yeah, besides that, and then the garlic that's in my backyard probably won't come out until like June.
Okay.
maybe mid-June, and then I planted a bunch of. I think I planted all my tomatoes.
Cherry?
Yeah, so
Nice.
I have bumblebee
I'm ready
cherry
for some of those.
tomatoes.
I'm ready
I
for some
have
cherry.
indigo rose cherry tomatoes, and then sweetie, like red cherry tomatoes. I got green zebra. I got what else? Black creme beefsteak. Moscovite.
Beefsteak? What the fuck?
Surprise. And then what else? I think I planted some habaneros and then marigolds.
Nice.
And I just started those, and then I need some. I need to plant sweet peppers, so like banana peppers, bell peppers, Jimmy Nardello, and then I think I need to plant New Mex lemon jalapenos.
Cool.
And then
That's awesome.
yeah. So and then I might start more kale and Swiss chard and.
Are you gonna plant any marijuana this season? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, probably.
Inside, outside?
I'll probably do outside.
Do two?
So I have the 3 autoflowers that I just put out should be
Is
done
it
in
true
like,
triangle? Is it skunk?
no, the 2 of them are Lowrider and one of them is called D-Light. I have 3 more White Widow autoflower, and then I think 2 more Lowrider autoflower, and then I think 4 Do-si-do feminized seeds. So I'll probably end up growing the 3 that I have out there, and then I might start the White Widow in like 2 weeks or so, one of them, and then once those other 3 finish, I might start the rest of the White Widow and the other 2 Lowrider, so that. But I might wait until fall. I don't know, because the autoflowers are good because they go quick, but if I plant them if I plant them in, let's say 4 weeks, or these plants won't be done for probably another 8 weeks, the 3 that are out there. So let's say that I planted them in like 6 weeks. They'll be finishing in the middle of summer and it'll be hot, and that's not really great for building good flower.
Okay.
So it'd probably be better to wait until the fall, like probably closer to like August to start them.
Oh.
This way they'll finish by November.
True.
So then I would probably do the Do-si-do outside. And I'm just trying to get rid of.
You had big plants last year.
Yeah, and I started them early though, so like I could probably start those Do-si-do seeds now, but at the same time, like I don't want them to get too big, too quick.
Rot or something? Is
Well,
that what you're worried about, or?
Nah, just sometimes like it's harder to keep them healthy in smaller pots. So like it's really just a space thing. Like they can't really be outside if you want to keep them super healthy because of how cold it'll get at nights. So like moving them and doing all that, and I really don't have that garage room set up very well yet. So. But
yeah, you gotta get that together.
I gotta get so much stuff
You
together.
might some shelving or some racks and stuff.
Yeah, so I got some racks in there right now, and I'm gonna use that to germinate and start seedlings that need more warmth. But I have it's warm enough outside now to start like spring stuff outside, so I can pop up some tables and start stuff out there. But yeah, it's I think that's what I'll probably end up doing those, like growing the 4 feminized plants during the summer, and then by the time fall comes around, having the autoflowers ready to go out by like September, because the do-si-do will still like be finishing up, but then those plants will finish later, hopefully. We'll see though, because that's the other thing. It's like I almost don't want to have to deal with like drying it, trimming.
Well, how
it,
much inventory
doing
do you
stuff
have
with it? I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff, but I still have like, I don't know, a few ounces, if not more, maybe a pound.
There's like probably a pound left.
Yeah, maybe. But that's the other thing. It's like, it's such a different feeling than when you haven't grown a plant and you're like, so like, I just want to know how much I'm going to get off of this. Whereas like now I'm like, I can grow a 1 pound plant, like no problem. I have no like, so it's like I don't have any of the.
Well, I had fun trimming that one time. That was just a good time.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's the other thing too. Like, you know, I could give you an autoflower if you wanted to grow anything.
Well,
yeah.
Like that's what I want to like say. I want to grow something,
and I have
just one out here.
Plenty of seeds. I'm just trying to go through this. All those seeds that I just talked about were seeds that I bought, like when I first started growing. So they're not old, but I just want to go through them.
Yeah,
because I have other seeds that I'd rather grow.
Are you gonna grow anything at Knott's?
No.
Okay.
It's illegal.
You're in North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which is funny because you can see the sign that says Virginia Beach. And I thought about this the other day. It's like, if I live in Virginia Beach on Knott's Island and I'm legally allowed to grow weed, but the only road out is through North Carolina back into Virginia Beach, how does that work?
Say that again.
So, if you live in Knott's Island in Virginia Beach...
There's a Knott's Island in Virginia Beach?
Yeah, so if you pull up the map, Virginia Beach's border and North Carolina's border, Knott's Island, the tip of it basically gets cut by the border.
Oh, you're talking about, the top part there.
Yeah.
So at the end of the road.
There's plenty of people that live up there. Like, there's...
Yeah, technically this is
tons
all...
Virginia Beach. But
this is all legal right there.
But to get there, you have to go through North Carolina, so, like, your seeds would have to... Unless you traveled by boat, which is the only thing that I could think of. But, yeah, you have to come back down through North Carolina. And it's not... I mean, it's seriously maybe like a 15-minute drive.
It's probably, I'll say...
But it's just funny to me. It's like...
That's 15 minutes?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Really? I was like, shit, that looks like 20.
If that. Because the whole road from, like... It's like all 55.
Oh, yeah.
Most people fly like...
Yeah, who the fuck's gonna be down there anyways? Who cares?
Dude, there's a sheriff that's down there always trying to...
He's
trying to get me.
You got no idea. You got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
That's funny, though.
But yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, I wonder how that works, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
If there's like a... You're allowed to
Dude, it'd be so much fun to go get on a boat and explore these islands.
Like, it's basically just marsh.
I know, but I still want to do it for some reason.
Well...
It'd be fun. This is the North Bay.
They got... Where the farm is, they have a boat that they go over to Corova, and they have properties over there that they're trying to manage and turn into rental properties. It's like a 10-minute boat ride from Knott's Island to Corova.
Really?
Yeah. It was funny because when we were down there, I'm like looking at the water, or across the water, I'm like, is that like the beach over there?
Yeah.
It's like way closer than you'd think.
Damn. Well, I still want to go down to Knott's Island this summer just to check it out. Blue Dragonfly Farm. What the hell? What they got?
They do like I think lotions or topicals or something. Or
goat milk soap.
Yeah, that's what it is.
$60. Bet you that shit's good. $6.50 for a bar. $7.50. $7 for that lotion. For that goat milk lotion, unscented. I think I would want it scented. I don't know what the scent. Even though it says unscented goat milk lotion, I feel like it's not scented, but it's gonna smell like goat milk.
Maybe.
Pina colada. That's pretty cool. Little baby goat.
Goats are funny.
Goats' eyes fucking scare me, dude.
How they're like sideways pills.
Do not like that shit. Not a fan. Not a vibe.
Not a vibe.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Speaking of eyes like that, makes me think of Naruto, which is anime. So we got just in the mail, delivered by special guest. We got the new One Piece.
Okay.
New One Piece.
102.
Yeah, 102. One Piece 102 just came out 2 days ago. So it just came in right now. So I'll be spending the rest of the night reading this. Well, I need to read the last chapter of 101 to refresh the brain because I don't know what the fuck happened in the last one. I got like bits and pieces kind of wrapped around because it's been like 3 or 4 months since I finished that. So
been on the Lord of the Rings kick.
I have. I'm like halfway through the second book, but this one 102. I'm looking forward to this one. This color, love this color. I don't know if there's been another one of these. That's a green one there. There's like a tealish one, number 72. There's not too many that got they got look like this. 26 is more of an aqua one. But yeah. 81's kind of green, but yeah. So anyhow, I'll be reading this tonight. I'll let you know. I'm excited. There's like got to be only like probably like 10 to 15 more of these books coming out, and then it's over. I don't think I'd be surprised if it goes past 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised. But one volume only comes out once a quarter, so it's like $4 a year.
Dang, so you got wow.
Yeah, so even if he goes to, like 120, that's like years.
Have they been doing that for a while?
Yeah, this series started in 1989, 1988.
I was gonna say.
I think is when it came out.
It was for a year at 100.
It came out 1997. That's when it came out. It was first released. The first for that first book, number 1 right there, came out in 1997.
Dang.
Yeah. Wow.
They're gonna keep going forever.
And that's how they've been going. They've been going since 97.
Not quite as old as us.
So was it 20 something years now? Right?
25.
25 years? Damn. Quick math? Is that quick
Pretty
math?
much 26.
Whatever. But yeah. So
when? Quarter 1 of 97?
I don't know, just 97. But yeah, so I'll be reading that. I'm super excited. That's what I'll be doing tonight.
Yeah, man.
You want to grab topic card here, keeping it fresh. Just gonna do some questions, burn through this deck, so then we can get a new one. That's the point of it. Ash will never hear thinking that's food. All right. What sports team has the best mascot? The best mascot. There's some really inappropriate ones I'm thinking about that have been banned.
Really?
Yeah. I thought the Redskins were great. No more of that.
No more of that. The Indians.
Indians. I just don't know fucking sports, so it sucks.
I don't really either.
I would say my favorite sports team, if I can think about one, in the NFL, I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. I really like that Raven.
The Virginia Tech Hokie.
You like the Hokies, bro? You kidding me? Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens. We do not watch sports here. It's so present, you can tell. All right, what obligation do you believe you have to your country? That fucking JFK write this shit?
The obligation.
What obligation do you believe you have to your country? I believe that it is my duty to give back to my community. That's my obligation.
There you go.
Give back to my community.
I'd say the obligation you have to your country is to hold high moral standards and encourage high moral standards.
Nice. If you got a tattoo, what would you get and where would you put it? I think we may have talked about this before.
Yeah, I already know.
I've already said peanut. I'll get a peanut on my butt. right butt cheek. That way I can tell people I got a little nut on my butt. Double entendre.
Double entendre.
You know? It's good.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this, but like the only tattoo that, and I got this from you, was like the family crest.
I know. I would still
like on the shoulder.
I know. I would do it, dude. I know.
But
I still have that thought every now and then go through me.
I still probably wouldn't even do it. Like, I don't think I want tattoos.
Yeah. Sarah's got tats.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, it's like, if I get a tattoo, it's all or nothing. And I'm just going to blast out my whole entire left leg. Just my left leg, just the whole entire thing. Just literally down to the ankle.
I think that might be part of my problem is like, I don't even think I want one. But maybe I would just get one. But then I'm like, why would I only get one?
No, I would get multiple for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do one more here. Would you be likely to survive alone in the wilderness? Funny thinking about this, because I've been thinking about going back on the Appalachian Trail again. Or I've never been, but I mean, I've been thinking about having those thoughts. I'm willing to go. Set me free, country road.
I mean, probably naive, but like, yeah, I think I would. But
I think I could for a while. I think I could handle everything that other than food gathering, which is like obviously one of the fucking most important parts of it, like other than like shelter and water. But I think I could kind of come up with it or figure something out with food.
yeah.
Like slowly but surely.
Have you seen that show? Dang, I can't remember. Alone, I think is what it's called.
Then they drop some guy off and he has a camera. Like, he's actually by himself because he's recording himself. Like, and that's it. Like,
yeah, and it's like 10 other people that you're competing against.
Yeah, I think I did watch an episode of that because I think I saw. I never watched it, but I remember I saw a clip of it because it came on TikTok where they had to stop the show like mid-season, something like that, because of COVID. And they were like the producers, like this guy's in the middle of like a jungle, and the like helicopter flies in, and the guy's been out there for like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And they come in, they're like, "Hey man, you're probably surprised to see us." He's like, "Did I win or something?" Like, it's only been 3 months. And they're like, "No, so actually there is a virus spreading throughout the world. Like, there's an epidemic, like pandemic going on. Like, don't worry, we already contacted your whole entire family, so everyone's okay. But, like, we gotta stop the show. Like, even though he's probably the most safest person because he's literally not around anybody,
yeah.
Like, we gotta get you back home. Like, we gotta stop the show. Like, we can't do this anymore because if it does get bad, if they shut down everything, we may not be able to get to you. So we have to cancel it."
Dang.
Yeah. And he was like, "Fuck. Don't give me money." Like,
well, 3 months is a pretty long time. I think the one that
he was out there for a long time.
I think so I haven't watched. I only watched like 1, maybe 2 seasons. And there's another spin-off called Alone the Beast, I think, where it's like 3 people have to survive off of one dead animal for 30 days. So somebody goes out and kills the animal, and then these 3 people have to go and find it.
Oh, geez, before it fucking rots.
And so most of them were done in the the Arctic.
Oh, snow, good.
But there was one done in like Louisiana with an alligator. They killed an alligator, and then 3 people had to survive off of that in the swamp with snakes. So like it's not cold at all. How do you preserve the meat?
Snakes, mosquitoes.
That's
like the first thing I think of it, like when I'm in the wilderness, like surviving. Like if I was alone, I think what would actually just drive me insane is fucking mosquitoes and flies. Like I think that's what would cause me to just like.
It sounds kind of crazy, but like it almost seems easier to survive in the Arctic than it does in like.
You think?
Because like
fucking cold, bro.
But from
what you gonna eat?
food preservation aspect, like what you do kill is a big animal that you can keep.
Yeah. I guess you can see it from afar away. You can track it and stuff. You got a gun? You got a bow?
I mean, you got to figure these things out for sure.
God. I'll just build a gun, I guess.
You can take on the Alone where it's like individuals competing against each other.
Yeah.
You can take, I think it's 10 items, and like it's like a fishing line, an axe, like random things like that. And like it doesn't include like pairs of clothes and stuff like that, but it's really interesting. It's really funny too. The people that like show up, get off the boat, they're like, "I'm gonna win this thing." Literally 6 hours later, get me out of here. I'm done, dude. They like see like a bunch of bears. Yeah, because they're in like Vancouver, like mountain lions.
Fucking out there.
I mean, it's a pretty sketch area that they're in. I think it has the highest concentration of black bear, grizzly bear, wolves, cougars. Maybe not grizzly bear. Black bear, wolves, cougars.
That's crazy.
Yeah, animals like that. But
I don't know. I still kind of like I said. I still want to. Parts of me every now and then. I come back to hiking, AT, and
one day,
just doing it, man. Someone I started thinking about it because one of Grace's friends, we were with him up in Richmond, and she said that her friend and like husband, just sold everything they had and are hiking the trail for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, fuck.
Hey, we don't gotta sell everything.
I know, no, obviously you don't have to, but I'm like, damn, that's like bloody commitment right there.
Yeah.
Like, you're out here. I don't know.
Just have your Bitcoin on you and you're good.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, we can talk about it next time, but I don't know. I just want to do it. I want to do it. But thanks for tuning in. Couch Surfing Podcast, Season 3, Episode 11. Just tune in next time, and then the time again for the 2-year anniversary. It's going to be big. Don't miss it. Big surprise coming. Then
Big surprise.
We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.